Well, another big thing that happened in your career is you had like a dispute with Drake,
Right, I can call it a dispute.
a legal dispute.
Yes.
What happened?
Well, as you know, he used almost my whole 16 bars, of my music on a song with him and was that
YG.
YG.
Who do you love?
Who do you love? And it was this controversy. It was same label mate, so statute of limitation kicks in at one time to where I was going to dot my I's and cross my T's about that situation on a legal standpoint too as well, but it's formalities basically.
Okay, that's so. I remember he said he basically took the Playaz Club flow on there, which I when I first heard it, I thought he was paying homage because he's on a West Coast song,
Right.
with YG, and he's actually now that I think about it, another thing that was kind of controversial at that time was people were accusing Mustard of biting off Bay Area beats, the producer.
Right, exactly.
So I think that kind of, I'm not saying
It
with
was
you,
part
but
of it.
just, that was kind of in the air as well.
Right.
And then, but what happened was basically the flow was so similar.
Right, the words from word to me, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, wow, how could this take place? How could this happen? You know what I mean? It's a formality with like I say, dot my I's and crossing my T's,
So it's not like he just used one line as a shout out.
Nah.
It was just that basically that's just the way songwriting works, right? Like, if you use somebody's whole structure.
You have to pay him for it though, You got to pay your dues for it, And there was a situation with the original deal that I had, that I was affiliated with, you know what I'm saying, with Ragtop, with Frankie and them, you know what I mean? Frankie J. And it's a formality,
Well, it's just about getting your clearance and then your credit.
My credit and my credit for
royalties.
Right.
And that wasn't, so the song just came out with none of that in place.
With none of that in place. So, eventually had to work that out,
And so you're credited as a songwriter on that song.
Right.
And you get publishing from it?
Yeah, now I do get publishing from it, I'm going down to my kids and, to the family,
Right.
Right.
Yeah, so, okay. So, did you ever talk to Drake? Or?
I never had no communications or nothing with him about it, Never did.
It's just strictly between the label, pretty much.
Yeah. Politics with the labels.
Because it's not like he was trying to, like, screw you out of it directly.
No, I'm pretty sure he was aware of, what he was writing, you know what I'm saying? Pretty sure. Probably claimed that he didn't know or what have we, but like I said, politics.
Well, he might have been writing, I mean, not to like, he doesn't need me to defend him, and I'm not trying to do that, but he was probably like just writing it as a homage, but.
Right, that's how I looked at it in the beginning, but when it ain't on paperwork and it ain't coming through the mail like it's supposed to, ching, 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 that's something else,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Because it's like if you're covering somebody else's song and you're playing the same notes as them,
right,
and it's obvious that that's what you're doing, then you gotta pay the royalties.
Pay the homage for it, yeah.
Got it.
Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay. Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay.